But how do I go from solving the problems of people in the mastermind to people in Malibu? To people I can't touch? To people I can't physically reach? And there are two factors. Two factors. You know I say there's no I in team? There's an I in scaling.
All right now.
And you ready what the two I's are? Number one, everybody say infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
And then everybody say investment.
Investment.
The two primary factors to scaling your problem-solving efforts is you need infrastructure and investment in that order. So we understand right now, there is no bank. There is no CDFI. We'll talk about that in a second. There is no venture capital firm, or there are no private equity groups that are not having conversations about investing back into black businesses, right? There's commercials about it. There's social media campaigns. If you come to any of my events, we're likely in relationship with a corporate partner that has some kind of a program to invest in brands, in businesses like those that are here, right? There's plenty of conversations about investment. What we don't talk enough about is the infrastructure of the business brand of the community that has to be present and take that investment to be able to successfully scale.
Come on.
Because we can give somebody $100, they don't know how to handle a dollar, and they're going to be worse off in the end. And then 10 years from now, a bank can say, we've invested $10 billion in black businesses, and we're worse off now than we were before. A lottery of loss, right, if you will, LOL. And it's not funny. Because folks may be getting the investment, but I'm glad you caught it, but they didn't have the infrastructure. And so what does infrastructure mean? I'm talking about systems. And I'm not talking about systems in the sexy way, right? But I mean systems in two different ways. Number one, and Ryan and I talk about this a lot. One, technical assistance. Providers. So you know a lot of people, as they continue to grow their business, they develop their business, we talk about, I want a team. Anybody ever wanted a team before? Mm-hmm. Right. And Ryan, you know exactly what I'm going to say. A lot of people spend more time trying to build high caliber teams than actually win championships. Because what's the goal of building a team is not to win a championship. Right? I got more championship trophies than MVPs in my case. Because I learned the game to coach the game. Because I have more success when a team wins than with just I do. If I can say that I can put a 12, 16 person roster into a championship versus just me, I don't know. I think that Phil Jackson got something to say about all the rings he created. You know, Michael Jordan got what, 6 rings?
Correct.
I mean, Phil Jackson, he got them same 6 rings. Plus the rings he got. But he also got a roster full of people who he's made rings for too. So everybody want to talk about the team. I'm with that. But when I say team, don't call the 4 people that you know. Hey, I know you got this, you got that, you got that. No. Let's tap.
Okay.
Let's tap into the team. When we think about having an infrastructure that's prepared for investment so we can scale our efforts to meet folks that are in our immediate proximity, truly solving problems bigger than us, what do we need, Murdoch? Let's get a lawyer. Let's get an accountant. Let's get a marketer. And let's get a therapist. When I think about a team, I want to tap into the team. What technical assistance providers tap into the team do I need to have the infrastructure to prepare for investment? I want a lawyer, Attorney Garner. Is that making more sense why we brought her in? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to bring in an accountant. Because every entrepreneur needs a therapist, especially when you're black, because we got generational curses on our back. And we all got stories, right? They break curses, build wealth, and bridge the gap. But our back might get broken before we bridge gaps, build wealth, and break curses, because our minds ain't right. Mm-hmm. And if my mind is not right, then my body can't be right, right? Mm-hmm. And if my body's right, not right, then my spirit's definitely not settled. So again, you want to get to a place of being prepared for investment to scale your situation, you need a system. You need an infrastructure. You need a team. I ain't talking about the team that's cool to post on Instagram because the four of y'all each got 100,000 followers together. Y'all doing $100,000 worth of nothing. Your team, your technical assistance providers, get you a lawyer, an accountant, a marketer, and a therapist. And I ain't talking about having on payroll, but have access to them. And in this community, anybody ever been to the side hustle economy something before? Any of them make sense boot camps? At every one of them boot camps, who you gonna meet? You gonna meet a lawyer. You gonna meet an accountant. We got a marketer in the room, and we have a simple, sustainable self-care expert in the back. That's not unintentional. If you don't know, come on now, because your answer might be more proximal than you actually think. Y'all been looking for a team for so long, your team is 2 rows away. Your team is 2 rows away. So again, we set up that infrastructure, we need a system